take off about 9 o'clock each morning. But my project is these 3 hatches right here. This one, and this one. You can see I've painted all the decks now. Creeping my way down this way. So I need to excavate these out of the decks today and start prepping for the new hatches. Actually, these are 20 by 20 hatches, and they are over 20 years old. Look at the spider in these. They gotta go. So what we're doing is we've upgraded. We're doing 24 by 24s. So I've got to build the deck up a little bit to accept them. We got a little bit of curvature on the cabin top here. So we'll get them cut out, see how much I need to build. I can see that the previous ones, when they had to do some building here. So I know I'm gonna have to do quite a bit more with the larger hatch. First hatch of 3 today. What I've done is cleaned up this edge and this edge, got it down to the bare structure. I've left this and this because it's a waste of time. You can see my new cutout right here. That's the new hatch. So we're going from a 2.7 square foot hatch to a 4 square foot hatch. So adds quite a bit of light and airflow into the cabin. It's gonna be nice. So here's the new hatch. Look at this monster. These are the Vetus Magnus. Has 4 dogs. Let's open this thing up. Of course it's upside down right now, but holds itself in the position. Look at this, no hardware here. It's nice. Okay, I just finished cutting the first hatch in. I used a skill saw just to cut the straight lines, then used a vibratory saw to nip the corners. Now I'll grind this radius in. But there we go. One more piece off the boat. Trying to take advantage of all this nice weather. Get as much as I can outside for winter. Okay, first one fits in the hole. Here's the second one for today. First one, second one. One more to go. The day's running short. I may do this one tomorrow, we'll see. It's getting hot out. And it looks nice in the water. Last hatch for today. Get this one tore out. Hey Emma,
Yeah?
come say goodbye to this hatch. It's going away.
Hello.
Okay, watch out.
Okay, what do I do? Where's the
No, just hang on a second. Look
hang
at,
on to it?
make sure that glass isn't coming out.
Not saying that's a nice way.
Look at this.
This is the last of the old hatches.
See, it doesn't matter damage in the deck on this side, so I'm cutting out this side. There it goes.
Okay, no pressure. Oh God, that sounds terrible. This is the last of the trim ring before we cut into these new ones.
Man, these are on easy.
Oof. You think we can salvage? Oh my God.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yep. That just came off right here.
Yeah, I know.
It's all filler. That's all coming out anyway.
I know.
So
That's
I'm cutting this
terrible.
back right through all this.
Okay.
I'll clean all that up.
Holy.
Yep.
Good job.
Every day, I've been tearing the salon apart, trying to get these hatches and windows all done. We're wide open. Kind of weird. My project right now is I've been painting the decks. I have windows out, hatch out. These hatches are all loose. Everything's out. This was the original decks here, and I'm fairing them out, laying glass cloth, and priming and painting. I'm working on these right now. I set them in just to get some heat in there for last night, but putting in 3 new hatches. We had 20 by 20 hatches in there before, and we upped the size to 24 by 24s. So we went from 2.7 square feet up to 4 square feet. Okay, how you doing in there?
Good.
I'll try not to drop stuff on you. So this is my project today. I've built up the decks around them to accept a flat hatch on a curved surface. So now I'm sanding, fairing. I'll sand all this out, fair it smooth, and then lay glass cloth up over here. That's my project for today. Then tomorrow I'll fair all this out, sand everything, and the following day I should be able to prime and paint. And then I'll bring the paint to here. Then the next job will be this big window bank here. Well done. We had about 1,000 square feet of surface to refinish, and we're on the tail end right here. But this tail end is a lot of detail to it. But it's a nice day. It's Friday. I'll have help tomorrow. Lynn will be off for the weekend, so we'll really get some work done. Keep the dust down, clean my filter twice a day. All the sanding out there. By cleaning this, I'm able to capture, gotta be 99.5% of the dust. Very rarely does it go airborne. System works pretty good. Once I get this clean, I'll show you how it works. Lunchtime break, huh?
Yeah.
What do we have in leftovers?
Mhm.
What is it?
Most delicious thing ever.
Mashed potatoes and pork chops. Okay, dig in.
hot.
It is hot. Wow. Okay, I just laid 8-ounce cloth over the hatch combing. So I sanded it all out earlier. Now I just laid the cloth on. I use West System epoxy and one continuous piece around. So what I do is I run it wild. This, I'll leave it till it fires off, and I'll trim that off after it's fired. But right before it fires off, right through here, I could trim this with a razor to get a nice crisp edge. And I'll do that here probably in about 10-15 minutes, depending on how fast this kicks. Then I'll sand it out, ferret, and prep this area for paint. We're about done. Time to get out there and trim. I always use a nice fresh razor. Baby wipes, very important. One brand that I've found works the best, Target Unscented. I don't know why, but it just wipes that epoxy clean off your hands. Who knows what's in it? So I always have these on the ready. So what do? I put a factory edge on the top here. It'll blend into the deck nice, but this is really crazy wild. So right before it kicks, I come out, I bring it out probably about a good inch and a half. Just score a nice line. And you can see I got the sweet spot right here. It's sticking hard, but not enough that I can't peel it off. Put that in the garbage. Come back with a baby wipe and clean up. You look down that edge, it's just a perfect, nice, clean edge now. It'll be much easier to ferret out. The cleaner the edge, the less sanding you have. Okay, let's do another one. This one was on the sunny side, so it's kicking a lot faster. There we go. And that's how I do glass work. And I pretty much copy that same method. The scale doesn't matter. It's a small pour or a huge pour. I do the same thing. Right before it kicks, I could trim it right where I need. And look at how crisp you can get this line without all these jagged burrs that are just murder to sand out. This will make it nice and easy. Now I'll leave the rest of this till it totally fires off. Then I just come along and I score it right off, and I'll be able to ease that edge and have a nice waterproof seam there. I'm waiting for this epoxy to cure. About another hour before I can trim them up. It's getting kind of warm, so where are we going? Where do you want to do? Okay. Which one? You want the big one or the small one? Okay, I'll get it for you. Compass wants to go too, I think. I'll grab him in a second. Here's your board. Got it? Got it?
Yep, I got him.
Okay, just stick around right here so I can watch you.
I need to get the paddle.
Okay. There you go. Over here.
Right here. It's over there.
That'll cool you off. Okay, should have fired off now. Yep. So then I could go back. And trim this off. Let that cure overnight and sand it smooth. Okay, Saturday morning, Lynn and Emma just ran some errands, and I'm going to do the final fairing on our 3 new hatches here. Getting the salon is all protected. I'm going to go out here. And you see a little fairing compound here. I'm going to continue that all the way up to here and sand it all out nice and smooth so I could prime and paint tomorrow. Got another nice day. Nice and calm, no wind. Let's get to work. Okay, I've skim coated the first layer on now and lightly sanded. So I skim coat it one more time and then sand it out. And I will be done, ready for paint tomorrow. I'm just going to paint from that line down to this window bank here. This whole window's coming out, but I'm going to reshape the window. It's going to be a pretty major project, so I want to just get everything in, repaint all this, get all the hatches in, get the windows in, and then tackle this. That's the game plan.
Another weekend, another project. Teal's been sanding all morning. Let's go see what he's been up to. Well, I see a lot of filler, a lot of sandpaper. It's a little bright out, so let's do this. Sun protection. I cannot wait for the new hatches to come in. Up the edges, and now we're just kind of fairing through everything, making sure everything is nice and smooth, so that when we put the hatches on, there's not going to be any leaks at all. But it took a while with the build-up, so then it diverts the water. So beautiful. So, we're really lucky.
Well, everything's done. Got it all faired and sanded and ready to go. So now, paint. I'll prime it and paint it this morning. Doing it early, it's going to be a hot day, give it a chance to bake on all day long. This is kind of your report card. See how well you did. Put a layer of paint on it, shows every little ripple and defect, so we'll see how I did. I'm pretty happy with this. It'll be fine. Okay, the decks are getting wider. Everything's covered now. Next is, these hatches are just sitting in here. I'm gonna pull all these out, bed them, and install 7 hatches. All today and tomorrow morning. Rain is expected in 2 days, so I wanna get at least the hatches in.
Don't bother me. I'm enjoying my new decks.
You like them?
So nice.
Oh, they're smooth.
I know.
Look at this. No more.
We still have to put some non-skid on there, but so far, so good.
Yes, I like them much more.
And we have new hatches put in, so that's nice.
Yep, they worked
I like
out.
this little detail that you did. That makes it.
Well, it was necessary.
Well, it rises it so then the water goes around it.
It's called combing.
Combing.
Yes.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's a real word.
I think you made that up.
Okay. Anyway, so we knocked this project out. Let's jump on to the next one. What do you think? What's next?
The windows. Can you just do it while I'm at work?
No.
Come on.
Well, of course I will. I'll do everything I can. But it's a big project.
It'll be a great surprise if I just come home and it's just like done.
Yes, it's gonna be more than that. It's gonna take weeks and weeks to do that project. I don't think you understand, but
You shouldn't say those words.
you'll learn. You'll learn.
I know that, but just don't say that. Just say it's
Okay.
going to be done in a weekend.
I will have it done by next week.
Okay, that sounds much better.
Okay.
Thanks for watching this episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Come back next week when we remove the rest of the salon windows on SB Basic. My dad even lets me help. See you then!